Why Kendrick Nunn or Tyler Herro might win Rookie of the Year. Why Eric Spoelstra could win Coach of the Year. Why Goran Dragic might win Sixth Man of the Year. I could have used all those titles for this video. Instead, I picked why the Miami Heat are legit. Why I think now they'll win at least 50 games, maybe even more. Make sure you follow on Twitter and all social media at ScoutWithBryan. Let's take a look at the film and see why Miami will be maybe the last team standing in the East. First of all, starts with defense. They're basically tied for third in the league in defensive rating with 98.1. They're second in blocks, third in steals, as you see Bam here. Regular, easy plays that other teams allow to be made freely, like hitting the elbows, the Miami Heat make really tough on everything. I love their game plan coming out against James Harden to basically just go and double team him every situation. Then they have Bam down here on these kind of loose balls that P.J. Tucker almost always wins. When he has inside positioning, Bam's the one that's going to go down and get it. Third in rebounding percentage. Like I said, top three, rebounding percentage, steals, blocks, big offensive rebound you see by Olynyk there. Duncan Robinson doing his job, shooting over 50% from three. Impactful players across the board. They have a really deep roster. Look at Justice Winslow defensively, refusing to be screened, fighting over the dribble handoff here, not allowing Middleton to get any sort of penetration. You see the Heat coaches even here. Just look at the intensity. They're into it. They're clapping. They know that's good technique. They know Duncan Robinson did his job. They see Justice Winslow being here, help stop the ball. That's what excites the team. Look at the bench right now. That's solid little defense. You're not going to see many people make videos talking about the little things defensively, but I know that's what's important. I know that's what wins games. Rear view contest here. Basketball karma is a real thing. Shots go in and out, too, the harder you play. Look at Kendrick Nunn blowing up the dribble handoff right here, using that defense to fuel their offense. He's the leading scorer on the team, been an impactful defender as well as a really, really good offensive player, obviously. Justice Winslow, great recognition here, switching the screen, taking the charge against Giannis. Sacrifice, unselfish. That's what defines this Miami Heat team and the Heat culture. You see again here, making any sort of dribble handoffs really tough. Justice Winslow into the ball, refusing to be screened, staying into the body. Forces Milwaukee to take a step back, long two, what they really don't like doing. That's all from Miami. Good, solid technique, fundamentals, all the stuff you work on in training camp. You see it pay off now. Giannis' defense is pretty simple, but a lot of teams don't do this right here. Build the wall right here. Giannis loves to attack from this top spot right here. And if you don't have guys in, down and ready in the stance, that little foot or two of space is all Giannis needs to get in the gap there, get all his easy dunks. Miami, just by being down in the stance, showing him bodies, makes him decide instead to hand the ball off to Lopez, where Myers Leonard's able to get an easy contest. Tough shot. Blow up the handoff. We see that again. And then look at the fight here, just the determination. How many threes Kyle Korver has gotten in his career off this action where he just comes off this easy pin down. Usually gets a wide open three right here from his money spot. Look at Duncan Robinson's effort. That's big time hustle. You don't play for Eric Spoelstra and the Heat unless you do that. Look at Derek Jones with the energy going the other way. Get the and one. Second in the league in free throw rate. This was an after timeout play. Milwaukee loves to run this set where they have Giannis come off this little middle pin down right here to get the ball ISO'd at the free throw line. Instead, they run a little counter where he comes off Ilyasova's side on the baseline instead. Look at Kelly Olynyk. Recognize. Hold them off until Bam's able to fight through. And then you talk about the potential threats in the East. Obviously, Milwaukee will be one of the last teams standing. Miami has bodies to throw at Giannis. Bam did a great job on him. Winslow can. Jimmy Butler can. Bam, though, with his size in particular, I think really can give Giannis some problems. And then if Bam does something like goes for an offensive rebound, they need some gritty guys back here to fight, go after the ball. Look at both Winslow and Nunn. Nunn gambles for it right here, tries to get it, and Winslow comes from behind to slap it away. All clean, all great defense, all pursuit. Again, they are high-impact defensive plays. Look at this play. Ended up being a little 50-50 ball basket. Look at Kelly Olynyk flying all the way back. Look at that hustle. You see again, look at the Miami bench. You think teammates, coaches don't love this kind of stuff? That's an awesome, awesome play. Jimmy Butler, of course, the X Factor coming back. He's a huge steals, deflections guy. We've seen glimpses of it already in his few games. Look at him here, just take the ball basically from James Harden, get on the floor. He is relentless grit and hustle. You see this stat line here. They actually had it wrong. It was 5 points in this game, but he had 11 assists, 6 steals, 3 blocks. He makes these impactful plays all the time, pursuing from behind on the pick and roll, slapping the ball away. They have enough scorers on this team with 7 guys in double digits, really balanced scoring. Jimmy knows he can go back doing what he loves to do throughout his career in basketball, is playing a whole lot of defense and just imposing his will on the game. Look at him just out-hustling Houston right here. They started the game up 19-4. Jimmy Butler's still the guy flying to the offensive glass for the tip-in. They just beat the crap out of Houston. Lazy performance by them, but a great performance by Miami. And then the other thing that Jimmy Butler is going to provide them is that ISO scoring capability, that post-up scoring capability, mid-range ability to just rise up, hit his own tough shot, something you need in the playoffs, something Jimmy Butler absolutely can do. You know who else can do it? Kendrick Nunn, this undrafted rookie, has a great chance to win Rookie of the Year, doing a phenomenal job on his mid-range pull-ups, doing a phenomenal job on his floaters, phenomenal job on his threes, scoring in all different types of ways. Here we see the lob to Derrick Jones. Miami does a great job. Spo always has Derrick Jones or Bam in this 5 spot, and they are diving and rolling hard. And what he does a great job of is making sure always the other big and everybody else is spaced. So if you don't help in enough off of the big or off of Dragic, that lob is always being thrown. Look at Kendrick Nunn making this read so well, like Goran Dragic does, like so many Miami Heat have done before him. Big steps up to help. Automatic lob. They got guys that can go up and get it. Here we see Kendrick Nunn again. Just the confidence. He's a big-time shot maker. Scoring almost 20 a game as an undrafted free agent. Has no fear. Told, I believe, Hoops Hype that he's going to make the Hall of Fame someday. I don't know about that, but this guy has a ton of confidence. Milwaukee's defense always way back in a drop. The kryptonite of their defense is if you can hit this mid-range shot or this floater shot right in this area, because the bigs love to play so far back at the rim, but Miami gladly took these floater-type shots. Kendrick Nunn, Dragic did a great job hitting them. You see it again here. That shot was there all night, and they just worked Milwaukee to death with it. Then they play unselfishly. As a team, they're 4th in assist percentage. They drive and kick. They keep the floor spaced. They catch and go. Justice Winslow, you see slashing here. They move the basketball freely. It's not about who scores. It's just about their team and their movement. See Jimmy Butler with the hard cut. Bam is handling a ton more than he has in years past. 5 assists a game so far averaging. By far his career best. They're running a lot more of the offense through him as well. Then, like I mentioned, Bam is rolling. Myers or Olynyk are popping. Look what else they can do here. Love to run this kind of scrum, tight horns, pick and roll. Both bigs try to get a piece for Winslow. Then Leonard's popping. Look at Bam. Smart play here. With Lopez being the only defender who can make a play, Bam's going to hold him off, getting Myers-Leonard a wide open 3. He provides a huge amount of space. We see the 2-man game between Leonard and Bam there. Ilyasova ends up digging at the post. Myers makes him pay. Really high ability to stretch the floor. All their bigs can make shots. Duncan Robinson can make shots. Goran Dragic, like I said, right now might be the favorite for 6th man of the year. He's playing phenomenal basketball off the bench. The veteran, a lot of guys would have a problem accepting that role. Instead, Dragic is looking rejuvenated, having one of his best years. Loves these kind of Nash dribbles along the baseline. Look at him fine. Duncan Robinson on the corner drift, like I said, doing a phenomenal job, knocking down shots. And Dragic is such a heady playmaker, such a good point guard that they can run off the bench. In addition to Point Winslow, look at him. End of the quarter, they execute plays. Spo, like I said, such a good coach. This play was a designed slip out, and you see they're worried about Duncan Robinson since he's a shooter, so you see Giannis move to go with him just for a second. But since Duncan ends up slipping out of it, there's no screen, which means there should be no switch. But now since Giannis opened up so much, Dragic has a free highway to the basket, get to a strong left hand, and again the floater for the finish. Here we see the scrum tight pick and roll again. Derrick Jones going to dive, and then Dragic making that pass that we saw Nunn make earlier. Dragic, one of the best in the league. Learn from Steve Nash, learn from the best. You see again, they can't help off of Olynyk with his threat of shooting at the top, so with the 4 up top shooting, the 5 rolling. It's automatic, easy read. Lopez steps up to contest the floater. He floated up for the big man, Derrick Jones, one of the best dunkers in the league. Point Winslow here. Bam, again, doing a great job rolling as well. Also notable, Bam, 2.7 free throws a game, basically his first 2 years in the league. 8 per game this year. That's a huge leap. Obviously, it's not going to keep up to that extent, but there's a good indicator. What a good job he's doing, diving hard to the rim, finishing at the basket, attacking. You see, after timeout plays, like I said, Spo, one of the best in the game. Here, they disguised 21 Nash, another one of their favorite actions to run. Dragic ends up getting this kind of double staggered pick and roll. Duncan Robinson sets the first one, which creates a single side tag, meaning his man's the only one that can help on the lob on Bam. Only guy on the weak side is Wes Matthews, since he recognizes it late. Dragic, again, one of the best lob passers in the game, floats that lefty pass up to Bam, who, like I said, is diving hard. And then Point Justice, like I said, you always go to him too. Starts the game doing most of the ball handling. Really good attacking to his left hand, finishing. Good with his floaters. Gotten better in that area. Gotten better with his shot. Gotten better from the mid-range. Here's 21 Nash with Justice handling. As you see, Dragic set the first screen. Kelly Olynyk set the second. Olynyk in a roll here. Dive. Not a big dunker, but he's going to finish with a nice touch around the rim. Tyler Herro, the other guy, said could be in the Rookie of the Year contention. Big step-back jumper. This kid's got a ton of confidence, like I said. Big-time feel. You see Bam handling the ball again, making the nice kick out to Herro. Great touch on his shot. Here's 21 Nash again, this time for Herro. You see both screens. Miami, another thing I love, not afraid of the mid-range. They're not allergic to this shot. They're going to take what the defense gives you. They have guys who can make this shot, especially in the playoffs. Going to prove important. Tyler Herro, one of many guys on the team who has the confidence to take that shot, and Spo empowers guys to take it. You see Bam, again, being the ball handler. They call this Pistol 5, where they're going to hit him on the wing, cut off him, two-man game, pinch post action. Nice back cut from Herro. Nice touch on the floater. Which, again, like I said, Milwaukee was giving up all night. Miami gladly works on all these shots. They're going to take all these shots, have a lot of guys who can make a lot of different shots from a lot of different angles. And then, most importantly, the league's all about today, obviously, the 3-ball. Tyler Herro, big-time footwork, coming off of pin downs, coming off of ball screens, ton of swagger, big scoring punch off the bench for now, but this kid's a big-time player. Remember, that's it for this video, but all my stuff is on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, ScoutWithBryan. See where the pros work on all their stuff in training camp early. You see Miami working on all this stuff. If you really like this video, I'd really appreciate your support. Patreon.com/ScoutWithBryan. I'll put the link right in the middle of this page for you. You can support even $2 a month. Get you a private weekly chat with me. 6 bonus videos right away. My predictions, my standings, tons of extra exclusive content. Where, again, I appreciate defense. I appreciate coaching. I'll help you appreciate it more. I'll help you learn the game better. Thanks again for watching Why the Miami Heat Are Legit. Make sure you thumb up, hit that subscribe button, leave me a comment. Let me know what you want to see next. Whole lot more coming soon. Again, at ScoutWithBryan on every platform. Appreciate you watching.